Hey guys, Tom Mobile back again. Today I'm going to be unboxing the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It's currently sitting on the couch doing this unboxing video. Got babysitting duty, and it is going to be my first time using an iPhone in over 2 years. Gonna talk with you guys, do some of my initial thoughts about finally switching back over to the dark side after using Android for so many years. And I've been hesitant to use iPhones ever since they switched to eSIM only in the US. Because I switch phones so often, I was afraid that it's going to be very challenging to switch from Android to iPhone and vice versa. So I opted to just not use iPhone over the last couple of years. Luckily today, thanks to my partner Mint Mobile, I was able to try eSIM for the first time with my Galaxy Z Flip 5. And it was actually a really easy setup. It literally took me under 10 minutes to switch over to Mint Mobile. And service has been fine. It's pretty comparable to what I have today, but the price is much cheaper. And on top of that, it eliminated a lot of my doubts about eSIM, or at least just in terms of how Mint Mobile handle it. When I finished using the Galaxy Z Flip 5 and I switch over to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, it is a really simple process. You basically just do it inside of the Mint Mobile app. And overall, it was a really painless process which took me by surprise. In about 5 minutes, I was able to switch from the Galaxy Z Flip 5 over to the iPhone 15 Pro Max without any issues. I definitely thought there were going to be more connection issues and bumpy ride along the way, SIM not transferring properly, but everything worked properly. And for Mint Mobile, for limited time only, $15 a month will get you unlimited text and data. So make sure to check out the link in the description below to sign up, and it's going to really help out the channel. And I think it is a great value given the limited time offer. iPhone 15 Pro Max right here. Got the little guy sitting down there. Got my setup right here. Bang out this unboxing. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Anywho, iPhone 15 Pro Max. So here's the box. See the phone in the front. iPhone logo on the side. Apple. Another iPhone. Another Apple. On the bottom. Yeah. It's got a couple tabs. You can just peel it off. Don't need any more unboxing knife these days. So open up this phone, and I'm going to be switching from the Galaxy Z Flip 5 to this iPhone 15 Pro Max. It is a huge phone. And right when you take it out the box, there's already dust around the camera lens. So you know this thing's going to pick up a lot of dust. Just got to wipe it off. This is the new titanium material. It actually feels really light for a phone this big. Rip this thing off. Toss it aside. Here it is, iPhone 15 Pro Max. Got this little tiny notch. The dynamic island. Gonna boot it up. Triple camera set up in the back. 3 giant eyeball bulging out. This here we got the action button instead of the mute toggle that most people, I guess like me, leave it on mute all the time anyways. So I guess if you always have your phone as silent, you can make this thing map to anything else. Volume rocker on the left hand side, power button on the right hand side. I actually prefer having buttons on both sides. So it's easy to take a screenshot. You can just do one of these, press to do a screenshot. Unlike the Pixel, in order to do a screenshot, the power button's up here, the volume down is right here. So you kind of need 2 hands to press it like this to do a screenshot. Power button and volume rocker to do a screenshot. 2 hands. It's very hard to do with 1 hand. You can't just press it like this because then you're going to be activating all 3 buttons at once. So just a smaller side. Samsung phones usually have button placement on both sides, but now they put it all on one side. And it's my Galaxy S20. At least the S20 is a little bit easier because they got the power button at the bottom, and then the volume down button is at the bottom as well. So you can still kind of do one of these for a screenshot. So it's possible, just a little bit harder. And you don't do a lot of screenshot, it wouldn't matter anyways. So And in the box, you get this braided new USB-C cables. Very nice looking. There's actually similar cables like these you can get on Amazon, so nothing too different there. I do like the newer texture. I guess it's less plastic. Okay, so action button sounds good in theory. I don't think I'm really going to use it maybe once or twice. Android phones in general, they have more customization. You can do double tap to do an action. I mapped it to a camera. So with the action button, you really only get one button. So technically, Android phones, they tend to already have action button. It's just built into the power button. But nonetheless, this is new. We still got the notch in the front. It's a little bit smaller. Still more secure than the Android side of the house. On the bottom, you get USB-C. I'll test this phone out for like a week or so, see how I feel. But so far, just holding it, I like the weight. Almost dropped already. Pretty decent size. Alright guys, this just been a quick unboxing video. I'm gonna plug this in, charge it up. So glad that it's USB-C because I have so many USB-C cables around the house. And now I don't have to run around looking for that one lightning cable. So I'll charge this up. Alright, so now let's dive into my thoughts about the iPhone 15 Pro Max. After unboxing the phone early in the morning, I charged it up to 100%. By noon, I was ready to begin my day. And just holding the phone initially, it feels really premium. Not that Android phones don't feel premium. Just something about holding an iPhone, it just feels really cool and nice. You know, a lot of people talk about how they love the iPhone and it's perceived as this luxurious device. And Apple is just in a class of their own, just in terms of their user base, their ecosystem, and just a really big fan base there. So I can see why people like it, and just holding it in my hands, it feels good. And this year with the new titanium material, the phone actually feels really light for a really large phone. So the iPhone 15 Pro Max is 6.69 inches. It's actually slightly smaller than the Galaxy Z Flip 5 that comes in at 6.7 inches. But for a phone so large, it actually feels really light with the new titanium material. When I was using the Galaxy S23 Ultra, which is a comparable phone just in terms of price, the Ultra comes in at 8.25 ounces, and it really does feel like you're carrying a much bigger, heavier phone. So this new material feels good. Kind of funny how these things work. At some point, I don't know, premium phones are supposed to feel heavier, bulkier, sturdier. Now we're kind of coming full circle again. Once the phone get too premium and too heavy, it doesn't hurt to shave a few ounces off to make it lighter and easier to hold on a normal day-to-day basis. I'll take a light phone over a giant brick like the Galaxy Z Fold 5 any day. Fold 5 is nice. You can have the giant tablet whenever you want to use it, but I use the tablet mode about 5% of the time. The majority of the time I have the phone closed. And if that's the case, you're better off getting a lighter phone that is easier to handle. And the Z Fold 5 costs $600 more than the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And it's just a heavy brick and much more cumbersome to hold. iPhone's always been about like the ecosystem being exclusive. They got the blue bubbles, the old community, and just owning the iPhone, holding it, touching it, using it. I can see why Apple fanboys like it so much. And after me fighting against the majority for so long in the US, every now and then it feels nice to dabble back into the iPhone. Although Android is always my preferred choice for smartphones. But using the Face Unlock on any of the iPhone is pretty fast. It's pretty amazing how well it works. It's really efficient, secure. On Android phone, they have Face Unlock as well, but it's not as secure. Half the time it doesn't unlock. So I gotta use the fingerprint sensor or some alternative option. I feel it at least with the Face Unlock on the iPhone. It works maybe 70-80% of the time. Guess sometimes when I'm not looking at the sensor directly or I have it face down on the table, I have to lift it up. That can be a little annoying. They have improved that over the years when you can have it slightly tilted. But either way, just the Face Unlock is really fast, and I just find that it works much better than Android. I really like Apple's take on their always on display. It's really nice how they have the whole screen showing. I know a lot of Apple users actually didn't like it, or people actually prefer the Android always on display more with just a simple clock. So later on, Apple did give you the ability to just do the clock alone. But I personally prefer just the look and feel of it. You see the whole wallpaper, all the colors, it just look like your phone is just dimmed. I personally think it looks pretty cool. I'm going to be keeping it for now. I've read a lot of articles about the iPhone 15 Pro Max overheating. Not sure what people are doing out there, but so far me using it for 11 hours, there's no overheating yet. We'll see how it holds up over the next week or so, but apparently the new chip is so powerful it may be causing a lot of heat. But at least on day one, me just taking it on a quick spin, I personally haven't experienced anything like that. And I noticed this apps in general, it just works better on the iPhone. For example, like the eBay app. I sell a lot of things on eBay, just me doing a simple confirmation like hitting the item as ship, and it just works. On the Android side, I hit it as ship, it show an error, and I have to hit ship again, and then it'll work. I don't know, little things like that. It's just, Apple's just, their app implementation just works better. It's just more optimized. Android phones, you always get a little weird issues here and there. Yeah, even back in the day, Instagram, all these other apps, they develop for Apple first, and if it works well, they work on it on the Android space. Just because there's so many different Android phones out there, it's really hard to optimize for every single phone. Alrighty, let me just wrap up this video. I got a lot of thoughts. I already did like a 10-minute unboxing video. I can probably speak for another 10 to 20 minutes, but I'll save the rest of it for day 2, just in terms of how I feel so far. But battery life is looking pretty solid. I've been using the phone pretty heavily, so 12 p.m. was when I began my day at 100%. Right now, it is 11 p.m. at night. I'm at 55%. Been using 5G on purpose all day, even though I had Wi-Fi available. I just want to see how it works and push it over the edge. Gonna go to bed within the next hour. I expect by the time I wake up, maybe I'll be at 50% or something. I anticipate it will definitely make it into noon tomorrow and beyond, so we shall see. But this is my day 1 video, just quick unboxing video, and I wanted to give some initial thoughts and take the phone for a quick spin. And definitely keep you guys updated. So here's the always on display that I was talking about. It actually looks like the phone is kind of on, and I actually prefer it that way. It's not that bad. So we'll do a day in the life videos for this phone, maybe for like a week or so. I'm also gonna do it with my Pixel 8 that just came in yet. I decided I want to try the iPhone first because I haven't done it in a couple years. But stay tuned for the daily series. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to cover, comparison between this phone and the Z Flip, or any of the other phones I've used in the past, comparison with the Pixel 8. But anywho, please check out my last video on my final review of the Galaxy Z Flip 5. I think that was like a 15-minute video. As always, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.